Hey everybody, Mike Brumfield coming at you with another video just to give you a very simple picture of what my research into the mystery of mankind has yielded. And it has yielded me a very short recorded history, a story of people up in the sky that have already conquered getting off Earths and creating new species, one that would never evolve. The third thing is just real simple. It is a picture of the universe as something that isn't a living thing, it's just always existed. And it's just like Albert Einstein's equation, energy, which is equals, and it always has to equal, matter transforming itself into just another form of matter, energy. So, with that said, I want to get out three discoveries. One, that there are people already up in space. They all look the same. They evolved like all life. Herd of deer all look the same. Covey of quail, flock of geese. It doesn't matter what species you look into, they all look identical except us humans. And we have a story of these people who were all equal in space that created us to work for them. So, new theory of evolution. Simple. If life and its species all look the same within its species, like one deer doesn't look any different from another, then it evolved, it's equal. If a life looks separate in its species, like mankind, then it should have a story being created. We do, by people up in the sky, the third phase of civilization. You've got like a real simple series of progress that man has made. We've gone from being landlocked to going from sea, land to land through the seas, conquering sea, and then the air, and now space. Most people can't see that the picture of conquering space today would give us the same story that we have with primitive man, saying he was in touch with the people up in space and they created us. Today, our most important actually not discovery, but our most important advance today is robotics. Now we are even screwing that field up with making sexual robots. Instead of making them just to work for us, we want them to pleasure us. That's the same story of religion. These people made us to work for them, then they started having sex with us. Okay? So we're just repeating history. Now, the thing that I find remarkable is that most people can't imagine or see the parallels, the matching evidence, that if people have conquered space, when they land on another planet, they would be coming from up. That's what these stories say. So that indicates the real flesh and blood reality of people already achieving what we're going to in the future. The final frontier is to live in space, get away from Mother Nature. So, three very simple things. New theory of evolution. Through that, I found that all life looked the same except us, and that led me to, could there be a human species that was here before we started recording history and showed what they look like? Yes, we have them. The heads of Easter Island, the Olmec gods, the ancient statues of aliens everywhere. So that it would be the second discovery. And then the third discovery is people's lack of seeing this because we're stuck in magic. People don't pursue space. Most people don't acknowledge that the future could have already happened, and if it did, there would be people living in space. They don't even realize that planets are death traps. Even though they look at the moon, they see falling stars every night. We don't see it because we're so entrenched in this magic fairy tale omnipotent God story and omnipotent people up in the sky. Now listen, if they were omnipotent, they wouldn't even live up in the sky. They would be like we project them to be in Hollywood today. Invisible spirits, can't be killed, and change shapes at the snap of a thumb. So we need to get out of this this thinking and let the evidence, the artworks, ancient artworks, tell us who these people up in the sky are, and understand that the future in an infinite universe and the progression of knowledge and trying to achieve immortality has already happened, and it's in the stories of religion everywhere. People up in the sky created us. They were equal. That's how they didn't fight and got off of a planet when they evolved. And this evolution is happening everywhere. So everywhere, life is evolving, and the people that's already out there are helping them, and they're adopting them into space if you're worthy of it. To live in a tin can, as the president says. Watch all my videos. He makes fun of space exploration. Like, who would want to live in space? This is how sad and how widespread this problem is. The president doesn't even see that our first advance toward seeking immortality and achieving immortality would be to get off of a planet, because meteors can take us out anytime. So, 3 significant discoveries. People up in the sky that have achieved immortality artificially. Secondly, they all look alike, a new theory of evolution. Third, and most important, is that they realize that the first priority of any life evolving on a planet is to get off of it, conquer space, see that the final frontier is space is the only way you can stay immortal if you're a flesh and blood being that can be killed and is born and dies. So please share all my videos. Tell everybody about it. I'm giving all my money to science. Wealth is our biggest problem besides sex, and they're one and the same. You can buy humans. Slavery has been going on since the beginning of time. So with mankind here on this planet. Enjoy. Please get my books. Help me to share my knowledge. It's not my knowledge. It's ancient knowledge. It's all over this earth. And the writings of people already living in space. That's our future, the final frontier. If you don't see that there was a past, and those people probably would have argued then that our future where we are today wouldn't exist, then you're not going to be able to see that there's people today, and it's the majority of people, because they're religious and believe in magic, instantaneous reactions, instantaneous actions, outcomes, that these people are going to argue against the same thing I'm saying about we should be looking for evidence of people being limited by physical flesh and blood reality, and that they should be up in the sky. They should have been equal, always evolved, and they would have created our species to serve their needs, work for them, because nobody likes work, nobody likes labor, and then they made us pretty, and we're sexual. So that's why we have a mystery. That's when our mystery began, when the sons of God looked down on earth and saw that the daughters of men were pretty, and they took them, and then all wickedness spread all over the earth. Peace, love, and harmony. Please check out all my books. Thank you. Giving all my money to science. Hug your kids today. Hug them every day. Realize today's all you have. If you're not pursuing immortality, then this little thing, the dot in the head, intelligence. It's not intelligent. It's not achieving it, making that its first priority. Peace.